Alright, PokeMoshPit, this is PrinceOfWifi here with my first upload to the Mosh Pit. It is also my first black and white battle, and I decided to celebrate it by having it with my ex-husband, aka Logan, aka HandzOffMahWafflez. Anyways, as it is my first black and white battle, I did not know about the metagame, and this team really wasn't serious at all. I kinda just wanted to use a couple pokes, see what they were like. We had a battle before this, which the game froze because I was using my stupid R4, but I've since gotten an ace card, and I am hoping to use the English patch. I'm going to use it on my own channel. So yeah, I lead off with a Metagross, and he leads off with a Swampert. Already, because I cannot read Japanese, I'm pretty screwed over because I am banded, not scarfed. So I trick him to band, which comes back to bite me in the ass pretty hard later in the battle. So yeah, he's banded. Yeah, sure, he's locked in on Stealth Rocks, and he has to switch, but it does hurt me quite a bit later in the battle. So yeah, I know he has switch, so I go for my rocks. He goes into his Heateruma, which is obviously Scarf, because I know that much, because I have seen a couple of battles. And I'm relying on him to overpredict, because as I said, this team is pretty fire weak. Well, I didn't say it, but yeah, it is. It's pretty fire weak. It's not a great team, so I rely on him overpredicting, and he does, which is nice. So it lets me get a free Earthquake on this Pert. I don't carry Meteor Mash on this, by the way, it's Bullet Punch instead. Bullet Punch, Trick, Stealth Rocks, and Earthquake. It's pretty nice, I like it. So yeah, I figure a banded Earthquake is going to take me out, so I go into my Shaman, and yeah, here is where the choice band bites me in the ass. If it was Scarfed, it would not do that much. I am a Scarfed Shaman, but it still would not have done that much. I know I'm not bulky and stuff. And here I overpredict the Heateruma switch, but hey, it's a game. And the fact that he's banded now means he can 3-hit KO me, which is really pretty bad. So I am forced to switch out and reveal my, what's this thing called, Scizor? Whatever it's called. This early, which I really didn't want to do. I kind of wanted it to be a late game sweeper. I mean, I didn't think about these things when building this team, which I normally do, but I still had that sort of plan in my head, but I have to reveal it. Now I know he has to switch, so I do go for the Draco Meteor, knowing that it would do a heck of a lot. And he brings in this thing, and it doesn't take it out, which is pretty impressive, because it doesn't look like much of a wall, but it's a pretty good one. I am mixed, and I am Life Orb, so I could go for the Outrage here and take it out, but honestly, I would probably lose this thing to a counter that he would bring in, so I didn't want to do that. I'd just go back into Metagross, also to scout what he'd do, because, yeah, sure, he's bulky, but I don't know what he's going to do, because, as I said, I don't know this metagame. I don't know what these pokes get. So, yeah, he goes to the Drain Punch, which is interesting. It doesn't do anything to me, so I know he has to switch. I'm figuring the Pert's going to come back in. If it doesn't, then the Heateruma is coming in. So I'm pretty safe in going for the Earthquake, especially since I don't have the Mash. So yeah, I go for the Earthquake. He brings in Pert, as I figured. And yeah, I do go for the Earthquake, and I think it finishes it off. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it finishes it off. But I don't know if it was a crit. No, it wasn't a crit, which is pretty good. So that's the Pert out of the way. It did screw me over pretty bad. I mean, my Shaman's pretty much useless now. Even though it is Scarfed and it is alive, it's still, I don't know, I just don't like it being that low. So he goes into his Manga, which is the cutest thing on this earth. And I kind of wanted him to overpredict and go for the electric U-turn thing. But he didn't, so I go for the Earthquake. He gets an agility off. Honestly, I wasn't worried, because I know this thing isn't bulky, naturally, and I do have a Scizor with Bullet Punch. Even though it's resisted, it will still do quite a lot. And he gets the Static, which you might not think matters because I'm going for priority move, but it does, because he's going for the Electro Ball, which basically does damage based on how much faster his poke is than me. And if you didn't know, Paralysis lowers your speed by 75%, which means this 4-hit KO turns into a 2-hit KO, which is pretty bad because I would have finished him off with 3 Bullet Punches. But hey, I'm not going to complain because I can easily go and Revenge Kill with Scizor, which is what I'm about to do. So yeah, let's go back into Scizor. I do have to reveal it, but honestly, I don't mind, because Scizor is pretty nice. I know the Heateruma is probably coming in, and I know I do have a pretty bad weakness to it on this team. But hey, it's just the game. So yeah, and I did stab this thing wrong as well. It's got 2 Bullet Punches instead of an SD and a Bullet Punch, because it's my SD Scizor, in case you couldn't tell, because it has SD. Anyways, I go into Starmie, he goes into this thing. Oh, he didn't go into Heater. Okay. But he does get a bulk up off, which is pretty bad, because he has complete max special defense. And yeah, I go for a Hydro Pump here. I am Life Orb, but as I said, he's 252 special defense, 252 HP, and I take him out, but with a crit. I'm pretty sure that mattered, but, you know, So, he goes into Hihiduruma. I know the U-turn's coming, so I go back into Scizor, but I was kind of risking him predicting that and going with a Fire-type move. But hey, I had to go for it, I had no choice. I needed that Starmie pretty bad. So yeah, I go into Scizor, and he does U-turn, which is nice. Does a crap ton, which tells you how crazy this thing is. I think it's 140 base attack? Yeah. So that's pretty bad. I mean, it's pretty amazing. With a Choice Scarf, it's a pretty good poke. I do have a team with it, and I really like it. And the Starmie comes in, and I don't really have a safe switch, so I just go for the Bullet Punch. He misses the Hydro Pump. Not a big deal. Well, actually, it probably was. But he goes to the Recover here, so I guess it wasn't. He was just Life Orb stalling. I could have roosted myself, but hey, he would have just finished me off anyway. Because I'm not bulky SD, I'm just standard offensive SD. So yeah, I keep going for the Bullet Punch. He finishes me off here with a T-Bolt. And yeah. So what do? I think I go into Shaman, which pretty much confirms for him that it's Scarfed, because I know Logan, he's not a bad battler, so I know he's going to know that it is Scarfed. And yeah, now I know I'm pretty certain he's going to go into Hihiduruma. Either way, I'm pretty positive an Earth Power would finish him off at this low health. So yeah, I just go for the Earth Power, and yeah, that's a dead Hihiduruma. Which is pretty nice, because this thing would have been a big threat to my team. I don't know what base speed it is. I think it's base 90, so I would have outsped with Shaman. I'm not sure. Anyways, he goes into this thing, which you could say screwed me over, but I wouldn't, to be honest, because at this point in the battle, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't paying attention that much, because, hey. And yeah, I didn't know what the moves meant. So, apparently this is light screen. But yeah, I go for the Draco Meteor, because, as I said, I didn't know what that was. It could have been either screen, or it could have been like a barrier or something. But I find out that it is... Oh no, I missed that attack. I think... I don't know, I wasn't paying attention, I didn't know what move it was, and, so I missed that attack, I didn't know what it was. I thought he went for a yawn or something. But now he has both screens up, I go for the Outrage, and, yeah, it's pretty bad. Though, honestly, thinking back, this poke isn't going to do that good in today's metagame, mainly because of that mole thing. Because of it, if you didn't know, its ability allows its speed to be doubled in Sandstorm. And, in case you didn't know, Moonlight, it only heals 25%, if I recall correctly, in Sandstorm. So, and seeing as how broken that poke is, and how much everybody's going to use Sandstorm, I really doubt this Pokemon's going to be a good wall. So yeah. Yeah, I screwed up the recording a bit there. But yeah, so I guess it screwed me over here, but only because I wasn't using the stupid mole. So yeah, I just let him finish me off here because honestly, I know I have the game because of a poke I haven't quite revealed yet. So yeah, I just let him finish me off. Hurry up. Yeah, his only attacking move is Psychic, so he cannot touch me. I'm just finishing myself off. So yeah, I do hit myself in confusion. I'm not complaining about the hacks. I wanted to finish me off as soon as possible. Hurry up. Thank you. And that is my Scizor down to Musharma. I don't know how to pronounce these, so don't yell at me. So now I go back into Starmie. Because I know, yeah, he has a light screen up, but I'm pretty positive my Starmie can beat it. So yeah. Go into Starmie, and, I set up a sub, and, I start Calm Minding, because, hey, that's what all the pro battlers do. Though, to be honest, Calm Mind is a pretty hard egg move to get on Starmie. But yeah, I don't know when the screens wear off, because, well, it's not in English and I can't read Japanese. But yeah, I keep calm minding. And yeah. But yeah, sarcasm aside, this is my Zoroark, and I do have Starmie last in my party. I've since changed this Zoroark. I don't like sub-calm mind, to be honest. Yeah, it screwed him over here, but you know. He goes into his own Starmie like, hey, look, I've got a Starmie of my own, I'm so cool. But no, he's not, because my Starmie is much better than his. Yeah, sure, he's gonna break the sub with, T-Bolt or whatever he uses, but hey, you don't get Calm Mind. Well, it probably doesn't. Anyways, wait, does Starmie get Calm Mind? Probably doesn't. Okay, so I just finished him off with a Dark Pulse, and yes, since I have changed to Night Blast or whatever the new move is, sorry, I did not know the pokes. I haven't even completed the game yet. I just really wanted to get a battle out here. Because, you know, why not? So, yeah, he goes into this thing, and I know I'm at, like, +4, and, I see a bit of extra text here. I think it's here. I think it's here. Come on. Somewhere. No, it's not here. It's next turn. Okay, so I see a bit of extra text, and I think that I was risking that was the, light screen wearing off, so I just finished him off with a Dark Pulse. So that is a great game, Logan. Do check him out. He's a great battler, a great guy. Come to my channel if you want to see more of this. I only have Heart Gold battles up, but I shall be getting some more Black and White up as soon as possible. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe to me, the MoshPit Logan, and yeah, have a nice day. I will talk to you guys later, hopefully.